What's going on YouTube? Ben Straw is back with another Envoy exclusive video for you. Today we're going to be going over the updated Undying team stats. This is going to be our first look at Zombie Scarlet Witch's stats ever since she was added to the game, of course. Her stats are pretty nice, but it's nothing like we've been seeing with like the Annihilators or the Astral team, or even with like Orcus, right? I think Orcus and Annihilators were some of the bigger stats that we saw. So let's dive right into it. Zombie Scarlet Witch is a villain, global, bio, mystic, support, Undying, and epic character for the Undying team. Recommending Raider. At 7/7, level 100, G19 with a power level of 802 919. Zombie Scarlet Witch has 7.1 million health, 418,000 damage, 197,000 armor, 86,000 focus, 80,000 resistance, 150% crit damage, 40% crit chance, 115 speed, 0% dodge chance, 0% block chance, 25% block amount, and 100% accuracy. Her basic attack, Necro Bolt. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 240% damage. Apply heal block for 2 turns. If this character is not at full energy, apply bleed to the primary target, call a random Ironman zombie or Juggernaut zombie ally to attack the primary target. This attack cannot be counterattacked. On war offense, this attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. The special is Wretched Reality with an energy cost of 4/4. Attack primary target for 240% damage. Apply disrupted for 2 turns and 2 bleed. Attack all enemies for 240% damage. Apply 1 bleed up to a maximum of 5 for each enemy. Apply Safeguard for 2 turns to self and all allies. On war offense, apply immunity for 2 turns to self and all Undying allies. This attack gains 15% damage against enemies with bleed and cannot be counterattacked. On war offense, this attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Chaos Unleashed is going to be the ultimate, and I'm noticing that the Zombie Scarlet Witch doesn't have any awakened abilities, so I thought that was very interesting to note. Chaos Unleashed is a 3 out of 5 energy ultimate. Clear all barrier on all enemies and flip all positive effects into negative effects on each enemy. Attack all enemies for 350% piercing. Prolong the duration of all negative effects by 1 on each enemy, and that's of course including stun, including trauma, including all of that. There's no restrictions on that prolonging of negative effects. This attack ignores defense up and cannot be counterattacked. On war offense, this attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Moving on to the passive, Power of the Damned. Characters killed by Zombie Witch. Scarlet Witch Zombie cannot be revived. On spawn, bury yourself for 30% of this character's max health. On any turn, if this character does not have exhausted, flip all bleed on self and all Undying allies. On turn, if an ally Juggernaut zombie has died and is currently not an ally, summon Juggernaut zombie and apply taunt to that summoned Juggernaut zombie. This can only trigger once per match. On war offense, on spawn, bury all Undying allies for 30% of this character's max health. Summoned Juggernaut zombie spawns with 2 charged. If this character's health is greater or equal to 50%, this character and all Undying allies cannot gain trauma. If this character's health is greater or equal to 50%, enemies cannot fill speed bar for themselves or allies. This does not apply to speed bar gain through normal means. Let's go ahead and look at the Zombie Scarlet Witch Summon. This Juggernaut zombie at G1977 Scarlet Witch Zombie is going to have the stats of 1.8 million health, 130k damage, 92,000 armor, 30,000 focus, 66,000 resistance, 130% crit damage, 10% crit chance, 112 speed, 0, 0, 25, and 100. There was a lot of talk of, well, if Zombie Scarlet Witch is going to be summoning a Juggernaut, right? Is it worth bringing up my own? And we needed to take a look at the stats before we could make that assumption. But I do believe you may want to be bringing up your own Juggernaut zombie, because I think he is much higher than these stats here. I was honestly expecting a little bit higher stats, but summoning another Juggernaut zombie is actually pretty gnarly. So let's go ahead and go look at the rest of the Undying team and their stats that got reworked as well. Alright, so now we have Ironman Zombie. Ironman Zombie is a villain global bio brawler Undying epic, recommending Striker. At 7/7 level 100 with the updated stats with a power of 614,000. Zombie Ironman has 4.1 million health, 198,000 damage, 116,000 armor, 43,000 focus, 36,000 resistance, 130% crit damage, 10% crit chance, and a speed of 109 with 0, 0, 25, and 200% accuracy. Very interesting to note that. Moving on to the next one will be Juggernaut Zombie. These are the stats that you guys are going to want to sort of see the difference of. Juggernaut Zombie is a villain global bio protector Undying epic with a power level of 610,000 at 7/7 G19 level 100. Juggernaut Zombie has 3.1 million health, 218,000 damage, 134,000 armor, 43,000 focus, 97,000 resistance, 130% crit damage, 10% crit chance, 112 speed with 0, 0, 25, and 100% accuracy. Pretty good to see that this Juggernaut Zombie has better stats than the other one. I was a little demoralized when I saw the Juggernaut Zombie battle pass. It didn't give out red stars, sort of like how last year's was, where we got a 4 red or 5 red zombie Ironman, I believe. So I was a little demoralized to see that, so I'm gonna have to bring up my own Juggernaut Zombie now because he is still at no red stars. I was sort of holding out until the Halloween event, of course, just to see what they would do. But it seems now I'm gonna have to be bringing up my Juggernaut Zombie, or leave my Juggernaut Zombie alone and he goes and dies in the match, and then Zombie Scarlet Witch is going to be bringing her own version of Juggernaut Zombie, and he's going to be pretty much about the same red star wise. But we're going to have to do some testing on that. The testing of Undying with Zombie Scarlet Witch will be coming very soon. Moving on to Hela. Her updated stats are 582,000 power. She is a villain cosmic mystic controller Asgardian Undying, recommending Raider at 7/7 level 100. Hela has 3 million health, 205,000 damage, 112,000 armor, 43,000 focus, 37,000 resistance, 150% crit damage, 40% crit chance with a speed of 110, and dodge chance and block chance are 0, 0, 25, and 100. I'm not necessarily sure why the power levels look so polarizing compared to my other videos that I've done with Orcus, Astral, Night Stalkers. Like, the numbers are insane, but of course these are all characters before that stat jump happened. So it's it definitely leaves a lot to be desired. Like, I was fully expecting Hela, Zombie Ironman, Juggernaut Zombie to have these kinds of stats. But I understand why. Like, imagine if they did have all of these stats. They would be destroying everything in war. Like I said, again, war videos are coming very soon for Zombie Scarlet Witch gameplay. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll catch you guys in the next one.